Okay, it is 6:01 p.m. Call a meeting of council to order for October the 22nd, 2018. Item number 2 on the agenda is the adoption of the agenda.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Crost. Resolved that the agenda be adopted as presented.
Any additions or deletions or good to go? I'll call the question then. All in favor? And it is carried. Number 3, confirmation of minutes.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Cross. Resolved that the minutes of the public hearing, regular council meeting, and the committee of the whole of October 9th, 2018 be hereby approved. All statutory declarations have been complied with.
Any discussion?
I'll be abstaining because I wasn't.
All in favor? Opposed, if any? It is carried. Citizens period. As I multitask my way through.
With elections, I can't believe there's not more people here.
All right, we'll move on then to citizens period. Pardon me, to CEO report.
So the following is an update as it relates to various departmental reports. The museum arranged for a speaker from Canadian First World War Interment Recognition Fund to speak at the traveling exhibit called Enemy Aliens, which is on display October 22nd to November 30th. Museum also hosted Family Fun Day during the Culture Days on September 30th. Arena had a propane leak on October 1st, so facilities were closed for a few hours. It was actually the tank on the Olympia that had a small leak, and it's been repaired. There is a pipe leak at the pool, and the heat had to be turned off. Repairs took place, and all seems to be working better. Recreation met with Rotary and partners regarding the outdoor rink. We're hoping to get that up and moving again and ready for the winter. Wellness Center had a break-in on October 11th. We're working up on some follow-up with the RCMP and also doing reparative of some of the damage that was done. Airport arranged for various staff training like fall arrest and de-icing. It's that time of year again where we need to be on the ball and trained up and reminded. Fuel sales for the first 2 weeks of October were almost $16,000, so that's a good thing. Winter maintenance of airport equipment is underway. Public Works is patching and filling potholes and doing maintenance of back lanes as they can, working on several tenders before year end. Water billings have been sent out. We did advertise on our Facebook and on our website that we would hope that people would contact us, that the bills are going out. We will not be waiving penalty as a result. This is a utility bill. We've made it clear, call us if there's any issues.
Because of the Canada Post.
Yeah, the Canada Post strike may have an impact, so that's why we've bammed it out there as best we can to let people know that, hey, the bill is still due. We have delays in getting the deep well pump back, and it should be here hopefully next week. Lots of complaints with dogs, trees, yards, parking, etc. I'm sure all the candidates have heard it very clearly. Staff has spent an incredible amount of time on elections, lots of information and archive research, and lots of public inquiries, more so this year than any other election we've had. I myself, as CAO, attended the National Coalition meeting. We've sent out letters for representation on the PAW Coalition board. They're very slow in coming in. I think I'm going to have to start cold calling some of the organizations and bring them to the table as the coalition. I want to have a meeting by the end of November for sure. Building permits are slowing down. Season's nearing the end. There were 10 fire calls in September, 2 false alarms, 2 more motor vehicle accidents, 1 water rescue, 2 structure fires, and 3 miscellaneous. So in closing, good luck to all the candidates, both incumbent and new. On behalf of all management and staff, it's been a great 4 years, and we're looking forward to another 4 years. So good luck, everybody, and thanks for giving us the opportunity to work with you.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for putting up with us.
Any comments, concerns, anything?
I'm just, for curiosity's sake, what would be like, and if you can't answer this, no worries, but like, what would be like a miscellaneous call for the fire department?
It would have been like we need assistance. We've had the odd time where, and I know this was one of them, where they required help with the ambulance because they couldn't move a patient.
Okay.
So we had to assist with that. That's what we call miscellaneous.
Okay.
Things that normally wouldn't fall under a ream of an MVA or an actual structure
Yeah.
fire.
Well, I was like, it's not a false alarm, so.
Yeah.
So what else could it be?
Yeah.
Cat in a
It's
tree.
those
Yeah.
weird things
Well,
that don't fall
I was
into the
thinking that. I was
category.
thinking, was it a cat in a tree or something like that?
Okay, anything else? No, moving on to bylaws, rezoning application 2018-3 Art Bargo. Second reading, please.
Okay, okay, it must be this one. The numbers are different here. Moved by myself, second by Councillor Cross, resolved that bylaw number 4587 being a bylaw of the Town of the Paul to amend bylaw number 4121 be read a second time.
Okay. Any discussion? Oops, sorry.
Oh.
Call the question, all in favor? It's carried. Third reading, please.
Moved by myself, second by Councillor Cross, resolved that bylaw number 4587 being a bylaw of the Town of the Paul to amend bylaw number 4121 be read a third time and be passed.
Just for clarification purposes, this is to rezone a piece of property that's currently rezoned, I believe, residential into commercial so that a convenience store can be constructed in and around the 7th and Hogan area, or City, one of the two. This is a recorded vote. I'll call a question. Councillor Commodore.
Aye.
Councillor Forward is absent. Councillor Gibb is absent. Councillor Cross.
Aye.
Councillor Rock.
Aye.
Councillor Zelinski.
Aye.
I am also an aye. It is carried. Good luck, Art. Okay. Item number 7.4.2. Pardon me, I lied. 7.4.1. Trick or treat hours.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, be it resolved that council implement trick-or-treat hours on October 31st, 2018 from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. in order to prevent vandalism and late trick-or-treaters.
Any discussion?
So just that this isn't a bylaw, this is kind of we've had complaints and concerns that have come forward from citizens over the year that either people are trick-or-treating too late when they're trying to get kids to bed, or that there are eggings and toilet paperings and that sort of thing that happen in the later hours. So this is just more like a common courtesy thing that we're asking people to, you know, talk to your kids and kind of adhere to. And my understanding is there will be, you know, workings with COPP and the fire department and stuff to help doing a little bit of patrols. But I mean, it's not that the RCMP are gonna lock you up if you're out after 9 p.m. Again, it's more of a common courtesy thing. It's a pilot thing, see how it goes. If there's a lot of blowback or people really hate it, it's not something that needs to be done every year.
Can I have a question?
Sure.
On that too? We did not kill Halloween. Everybody thinks we've murdered Halloween. It's if we can look in between these hours. That's not saying you have to start at 4. It's not saying you have to go till 9. You close when you close. Those are just some core hours we would like to see. I know there's been a lot of complaints from a lot of different people saying that we've killed Halloween. I think it's just to give people an idea of when we look at observing it, and if we can keep it within those hours. We're not going to patrol if you go beyond that or less than that. That's just a courtesy.
Yeah, you're not gonna get fined if you shut down your trick-or-treating at 8 p.m. or 7 p.m. and that sort of thing. It's just.
Some on social media have indicated that it's both too early and too late, giving full credentials to the fact that people will and do complain about just about everything. Anything else?
No, those little wee kids come around at 4 o'clock, they're so cute.
They are. And it's
Happy
daylight.
Not everybody can hope to enjoy it, that's
All in favor? Hoo-hoo, or hoot-hoot, or something. It's good.
Boo.
Or boo-hoo.
All right, 7.4.2, 911 service agreement.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore, be it resolved that council authorize the mayor and assistant chief administrative officer to sign 911 services with the city of Brandon. And be it further resolved that this agreement will remain in full force and effect from the date of execution until further notice unless extended, renewed, or terminated as provided within the agreement.
Any discussion? Call the question, all in favor? Okay, it is carried. Sorry, I just noticed there's a couple of yellows in here.
Good eye.
Well, I'll get a phone call tomorrow. Uh-oh. I knew it flew somewhere. Pardon me, I'm sorry, but it's a lot. All right then, 7.4.3, the 2017 audit.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Commodore. Be it resolved that council accept the auditor's consolidated financial statements for the town of The Paw for the year ending December 31st, 2017, as prepared by Collins Barrow, HMA LLP.
Excellent. Any discussion? Well done. Call the question, all in favor? It is carried. And again, I apologize, but there's a few signatures required. One more. Let's go to 7.4.4, RFPO 2-2018, Professional Audit Services for 2018 to 2020.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Zelinski. Whereas in accordance with the Municipal Act, audit services must be tendered every 3 years, and whereas in request of proposal to send it to audit firms, and an advertisement was placed on the town web page and in the Opaskwa Times for professional audit services for a 3-year term. And whereas only one proposal was submitted, therefore be it resolved that council accept the audit proposal submitted by Colin Barrows, HMA LLP, to provide audit services to the town of The Paw for the years 2018 to 2020 inclusive at a cost of $24,950 per year plus applicable taxes.
Any discussion? Call the question, all in favor? It is carried. Uh, 7.4.5, additions and deletions to taxes.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Zelinski. Whereas each year the assessment branch submits numerous additions and deletions to the assessment roll, therefore be it resolved that council approve additions in the amount of $2,772.78 and cancellations in the amount of $1,882.64 to the 2018 real property tax roll as contained in a listing from the Manitoba Municipal Relations dated October 2, 2018.
Any discussion? Call the question, all in favor? It is carried. $7.4.6, payroll and accounts.
Moved by Councillor Rock, seconded by Councillor Zelinski. Resolved that council authorize the following accounts. Pay period number 20 in the amount of $106,114.03. General checks number 21662 to 21785, check number 21662 to 21785 in the amount of $3,535,414.71. EFTs in the amount of $54,628.35.
Any discussion? Call the question, all in favor? It is carried. Uh, 7.5.1, job description, airport operations specialist.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Whereas the town has rectified a number of outstanding issues at the airport and are now moving forward with updating job descriptions, therefore be it resolved that council approve the job description for the airport operations specialist as per attached.
Any discussion? Call the question then, all in favor? It's carried. Nine point one, council iPads.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that council authorize members of council to purchase their iPads from the town of the Paw in the amount of $100 each.
Just want to say mine's broken.
Can I maybe add on to that, Jim, so the public is aware? These iPads were purchased at the beginning of the term 4 years ago. In the last couple of terms since we've been using the AllNet system, it has been an ongoing that we charge $100 for the people to keep their iPads.
I would further like to, sorry, Brian, go ahead.
No, I was just going to add to that the iPads, when we get them, they're just a tool, but it's not non-working. It's personal information and personal IDs and whatnot to make it possible to use them for this. So from my perspective, if I can hang on to it, then I don't have to worry about personal information being out there somewhere unknown to me.
And I don't want to put myself solely in the tree hugger category, but we save a lot of paper. Tons and tons. I remember before they would be stacked this high for every meeting. So none of that exists anymore. So call the question. All in favor?
And time for Jim.
Are we able to negotiate a price on that?
No.
Again, they're already dated, so that's why they're at $100. It's better, you know. It's not like they can be used for another 15 years, is what we're getting at.
Anyway, 9.2, repairs for the hydro valve.
Moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rock. Be it resolved that council authorize the payment of invoice 1348532 from Brown Tractor Limited in the amount of $42,588.59 for the repairs of the Vactor truck, with monies to be expended from the machinery replacement reserve. So it's just a matter of getting a piece of machinery fixed, the Vactor truck. It was quoted at $25,000, and just like everything else, when it goes into the shop, the bill seems to balloon. So that's why it's at $42,000.
This is a vitally important piece of equipment to the town. Vitally important piece of equipment.
And hugely costly to replace.
Yes, it is. We could never afford a new one, folks, just so you know. Oh, you're over there. We could never afford a new one, folks. All right.
This wasn't a new one anyway.
No, it was used when we bought it.
It was used to start with. So it was due for a major overhaul?
Any further discussion? Call the question. All in favor? It is carried. I just need to log. Oh, jeez.
Still $100.
Is that where you're discounting yours?
I don't know. $100 doesn't sound like such a good
No,
deal.
$100 is a rip. I'm just saying.
It's the user.
Okay. All right. It would have to go tonight, wouldn't it? All right, then. We will go on to citizens period.
Hey, Trent.
Good to see you again. The usual suspects are in the crowd. All right. Museum board, Councillor Rock.
There was a meeting, but I couldn't make it, so I have nothing to report.
Okay. Chamber of Commerce, Councillor Commodore.
Well, we did have another meeting. We had one on the 17th. We're getting ready for the Citizen and Business of the Year. The deadline is November the 9th. On the 24th, we're doing a luncheon. There's going to be a new one this year, and it's going to be the Unsung Hero, 15 years or more of volunteering, and this is for the person that kind of hides behind the scenes and doesn't want the hero cookie kind of thing, but that we'd like to acknowledge people like that.
Excellent.
So there's a lot of people out there that do a lot of stuff that they just do it because they want to do it. And if you know anybody, by all means, put their name in. Other than that, it was, we have, as I said last time, we have Jennifer Cook. She is our secretary. And it's a full page. She's very busy.
Okay, thank you very much. Sustainable Forest, Councillor Rock.
No meeting, no report.
Citizens on Patrol, Councillor Commodore.
Did we have the meeting since, what's the date today? No, I reported on that one
Okay.
already. Same as
Destination
usual.
Marketing. It comes to every council meeting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it comes to every council meeting. So we had a meeting today, actually. So we had the 4 mayoral candidates that attended the meeting. There'd been some talk and stuff on Facebook, so we invited them to attend a meeting to get some more information on the committee and the grant processes and what kind of things were eligible. We approved and reviewed some grant applications, so we approved a grant application for Choppers Festival, the Paw Skating Club for their regional competition, the Arts Council for their craft show, and the Rotary Club for the Bill McDonald basketball tournament. And then the Destination Marketing Committee is requesting an official letter from the town of the Paw for the $5,000 for the place branding. So the brand is ready to roll out. We just need to get the dollars in place now. So if we could get an official letter from the town, then it'll go to the meeting for a motion and a vote. To have
Thank
the
you.
$5,000 come from there.
Recycling Board, Councillor Zelinski.
There was a meeting, I wasn't able to attend it, but Margaret, I believe.
We bought a new old truck.
A new old truck?
Yeah.
New to you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so it was, so thank you to Twin Motors, because they gave us, they helped us out a little bit, and, which was greatly needed. Recycling is doing very well. I have to say, we all know Margie, who runs everything, but kudos to her, because that woman does a lot of work there. And we've come a long way in the last 4 years.
And they're doing quite a bit more work now.
Yeah.
With, they're having to sort out at the recycling center.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, glass and, well, I think Andrew mentioned that last time too, that because
yeah.
recycling, a lot of the recycling actually goes to China, so there's different ones. So for saving money, her and her staff are actually sorting here. So hopefully that'll get out to the public more. We haven't really started that yet, but the sorting would be, especially the glass. If you don't put the glass in the containers, they'd be good. But there'll be some few changes coming up, so. But all in all, it's going well.
Okay. Thank you very much. Councillor Zelinski, Community Renewal Corp.
no meeting. The AGM is on October 29th.
No meeting with the Kelsey Planning District and no meeting with the Kelsey School Division. I do want to, sorry?
We did have a Kelsey Planning District meeting. Oh, sorry, I missed the last meeting, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah,
God, keep up, Chad.
I'm glad your memory is just rocking.
yeah, it's on.
I just want to end, if I can, just with a few words. I feel it's important just to take a few minutes to offer my thanks to my fellow council members. It has been a wild ride, to say the least, all the way from the Toko thing to today. I'm sure you would agree that we have all given it 100%. Margaret, your passion for downtown, it cannot ever be denied. And I say kudos to you on that. I think it's been remarkable, the things that you've talked about and brought forward.
There's a lot more coming.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. If Alan Gibb was here, I would tell him thank you very much for letting me to understand a balance sheet a little better than I did before. I think his leadership with the Community Development Corporation has been outstanding. Brian, you have been dependable for attending when others could not. And your efforts to do your homework earns you, I think, an A+. Chad, I said this to you privately, and I'm happy to say it publicly. You have come so far in these past 4 years. You speak with confidence, you act with knowledge, and no matter what comes, you always have your leadership. You need to be part of this community, no matter what happens. Crystal, you too are destined to be one of our community's great leaderships. You carry a heavy workload, and you never, ever forget a thing. You brought a baby into these council chambers. You just simply amaze me. If Andrew was here, I would say it's been a long, long time. It's been 8 years. And that is a long time. I think the PAW is losing a really good one this year. And he was really on top of every issue. He provided some outstanding insights. When infrastructure issues came forward that we just didn't fully understand, he was able to break it down and made us easily comprehend things that were going on. When things got dicey over these last 4 years, we just fed him sugar, and then once he had his sugar, he was fine, and he would laugh, and we had some really, really great times. It's Jennifer and Randy. You need to know you are both professionals, and you need to know that you know your stuff. Of the nearly 1,500 days that I've been the mayor, Randy, we have spoken to each other on almost every one of them. We've taken vacations every now and then, but we have spoken a lot. To the people of this great town of the Pas, I cannot tell you what an honor it has been for me to serve as your mayor. It's a rare opportunity you have bestowed upon me, and it's something that I will cherish forever. From my heart, I say to all of you, thank you very much. And I would just ask if we could adjourn the meeting. So.
Thank you.
Thank you.